Today, we're off to the land of smiles. Thailand has long been on many gay retirees' radar for its warm culture, amazing food, top-notch healthcare, and affordability. And in 2025, as many of you know, Thailand became the first country in Southeast Asia to legalize same-sex marriage, making it more than just a dream vacation spot, but a real contender for LGBTQ plus retirees. So which city in Thailand makes the cut? This is Queer Money episode number 606, and today we're counting down the best locations in Thailand for gay retirees, including our Queer Money retirement ratings.
So Thailand, as you just mentioned, great things coming out of Thailand. Marriage equality is now law. It passed in 2024 and took effect in 2025, making Thailand the first Southeast Asian country to legalize same-sex marriage.
Very, very cool.
The Pride footprint is huge in Thailand. Bangkok Pride brings together over 300,000 people. There are around 300,000 people in 2025. Chiang Mai Pride kicks off the season, and Pattaya Pride expands every June. It's getting bigger and bigger. It is a retirement-friendly area of the world. There are actually some visas that are specific for retirees. The classic non-immigrant retirement visa is for those who are 50 and older. The requirements are that you do have to have around $24,000 in a Thai bank account, or you have to show qualifying income plus health insurance.
So that's US dollars, not Thai baht.
Correct. Plus, there's also a new 5-year Destination Thailand visa, DTV, for the digital nomads and remote working families. For that one, you do have to have around $15,000 US dollars in a Thai bank account, and there is an application fee that's around $300. Healthcare in Thailand is great. There are plenty of private hospitals that are renowned, and many of them do focus on the expat or immigrant English-speaking communities.
So a few administrative things to handle. 2 weeks ago, when we did the Queer Money International Retirement Series, we covered the beautiful archipelago of Malta. Definitely check out that video if you haven't had a chance to look at it yet, and definitely check out the comments on YouTube. Get some more information to see whether or not Malta might be a great place for you to retire. If you have watched that video, or you decide to watch it because of our instructions here, definitely share your thoughts and comments as well. Especially if you've been there for any reason, any particular reason, whether it's just a short vacation or you have an extended stay there. The more information we have for everybody from each of these comments, the better it is for everybody to decide where they want to retire. In 2 weeks, when we revisit this series, we're going to be covering the beautiful men of Italy. The beautiful country of Italy. And of course, this week we're covering Thailand. So as always, let us know what we get right, what we get wrong, and what your personal experiences are with being in Thailand. And we know that a lot of you have actually been to Thailand, so I'm looking forward to some amazing comments.
Yeah. I will say we need to apologize in advance for the mispronunciations of the words, the names of these cities or locations or bars in Thailand. Somehow I ended up with all of the hard words to say. So evidently somebody thinks my tongue works really well.
Well, I think it does.
That's a whole other podcast
on
another station. Yeah. So coming in at number 5 is Phuket. In the area of Phuket, Patong and Katha are the areas that are most well known for the gay community. Why is this area great? Well, it's island living. It is world-class beaches. There are great hospitals in this area. Again, specifically, I think partly because there are so many expats or immigrants living there. Bangkok Hospital Phuket, this idea of Bangkok Hospital, you're going to hear it over and over again. There's also a lively gay pocket around Patong's Paradise Complex, which is actually an area within the city where there are a number of queer bars. This area is near the Bangla Road area in Phuket. Some of the downsides, it is a massive tourist destination. I think many of us have seen pictures of Phuket because it is such a high tourist area. So there's going to be high season pricing. You need to keep that in mind. Also, Patong can feel like it's a little bit on the rowdy side sometimes. I'm wondering if that has to do with anything with the British tourists going there.
Probably.
Or the Aussies.
Those Brits.
The other thing is outside of the core beach areas, you're definitely going to have a car or a scooter. And the other thing is that it is an 11-hour drive to Bangkok. Remember that Thailand is a very large country going north-south, so there's huge distances between many of the cities here. Some of the queer perks or the LGBTQ vibe, it is concentrated, as we said, around Patong's Paradise Complex, but there is a broader nightlife area around Bangla or Bangla Road. I think it's pronounced Bangla Road. So keep that in mind that you can get off the beaten path in some areas and still find queer perks there. In general, some of the perks are that it does have strong medical infrastructure for expats. It also is an easy place to get domestic and international flights in and out of. The average 2-bedroom rent here, when we look at cost of living, is going to be anywhere from around $1,050 to $1,950. So we're going to kind of go with the midpoint here of around $1,500. Overall cost of living, it's coming in about 55 to 60% lower than the U.S. So that's massive
crazy
discount for many people. And for all these reasons, we're giving it a Queer Money retirement rating for 7.5 out of 10.
Our number 4 spot is Bangkok. No, not Bangkok. Bangkok. And of course, there's the Siloam and Sathorn and Ari areas. Why is Bangkok great? It's the country's LGBTQ plus capital with huge pride, a deep healthcare bench. So they've got lots of hospitals, but the leading hospital being Bangkok Hospital. A great transit, culture, and food. Food is totally on point. 2025, Bangkok's Pride drew hundreds of thousands of visitors, and even the prime minister attended. Could you imagine if Trump attended? No,
oh, God.
Please don't. He'd ruin it.
Yeah, he would be fine.
The downsides are the higher rents than elsewhere in Thailand because, it's Bangkok. Lots of traffic, heat, pollution can wear on some. I think that might be a little bit hard for us to swallow ourselves.
Yeah.
The LGBTQ plus vibe are that Siloam Soy 4 and Soy 2 remain hubs for the LGBTQ plus community and the nightlife. It has a growing drag culture, theater bars like the Stranger Bar. In fact, won the Pride Bangkok Award in 2025. So congratulations there. And if you're in Bangkok, definitely check that out. It has big year-round event calendar for the LGBTQ plus community. There's just a lot going on. But again, because it has a lot going on, you have to deal with sort of the bigger city vibe and the challenges that go with that. The perks are it's, again, leading global hospital infrastructure, including Bumrungrad International. When we talk about cost of living, your average 2-bedroom rent goes for about $1,600 a month. The overall cost of living versus the U.S. is that it's 36% lower than the U.S. So you can have this great, almost New York City lifestyle for 36% lower than the U.S. national average. I should have done the math to see how much lower that is actually for relative to New York. But for all these reasons, we're giving Bangkok a 8.5 out of 10 on the Queer Money retirement rating card.
All right, coming in at number 3 is Hua Hin. we had a little fun with that Hua Hin. Actually, especially when we looked at some pictures online preparing for this episode.
Do your own Google searches.
Yeah. Why is this great? Well, it is a quiet Royal Beach town with big expat retiree community, great hospitals, Bangkok Hospital, Hua Hin. It's also an area known for golf. It is about a 2 to 3 hour drive from Bangkok. Considering how long the country is from top to bottom, it is actually quite close to Bangkok compared to a lot of the other locations. The LGBTQ vibe here is modest, so it's not going to be a thriving scene as much as you would expect in areas like Bangkok or some of the others we're going to mention. Some of the perks here is this is a low stress or lower stress coastal living area with many big city conveniences. The overall realistic family budget coming from some of the resources we found is that a family can live here for around $1,300 to $2,300. Now that's
a month.
Right, a month. And I know that's a wide range, so maybe pick the middle there.
But even that $2,300 a month, when you consider the overall cost of living and all the expenses that go with living as a family, that is very affordable. Now, if it's just one or two of you, you're gonna, it's probably a quarter to a half of that.
Right. So other things around cost of living, the average 2-bedroom is going to go for around $1,200 a month. And overall cost of living is about 50 to 60% less than the U.S.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds quite intriguing, I have to say.
Right. And so we're going to give Hua Hin a Queer Money retirement rating of 8 out of 10.
Our runner-up this week is Pattaya. Surrounding areas include Chum Tien as well as Boys Town, and you can never go wrong.
There's living in an area town called Boys Town.
So why is the area great? It's a beach city with one of Thailand's largest queer retiree communities, tons of condos, excellent hospitals. Again, Bangkok Hospital Pattaya. Chum Tien feels more relaxed. Boys Town is your classic nightlife scene. So you kind of have like a lot of things going on there. It's pretty great. The downside is that it's known as the Sin City. So the Sin City reputation
Vegas.
and the party zone is not necessarily everyone's taste, but maybe it's ours.
Gambling, but I don't link there.
And then again, you have the seasonal crowds, so that can be somewhat frustrating because your expenses do go up seasonally. And then sometimes when people leave, it can get really quiet and boring. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'll skip that. The LGBTQ plus vibe is it's year round. There's an LGBTQ plus event, party, extravaganza going on. Chum Tien Complex and Boys Town Sunni Plaza are anchor the entire LGBTQ plus nightlife scene, and also host the growing Pattaya International Pride Festival every year. The perks are that it's deep, value-oriented condo market, plenty of peer community, and it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours from Bangkok. So again, relatively close when you consider the structure or the shape of the country. Overall, cost of living, when you're thinking about average rent for a 2-bedroom, you're looking at about $1,200 a month. The overall cost of living relative to the U.S., though, is about 60% lower than the U.S. national average. Again, that's quite crazy. Mm-hmm. So for all of these reasons, we're giving Pattaya the Queer Money retirement rating of 9 out of 10.
All right, coming in at number 1, we're moving away from the beaches to Chiang Mai. There's also an area called Nema Nieman and the Old City that are a part of Chiang Mai. Why is Chiang Mai great? Well, I think, again, many of us know Chiang Mai simply because of the pictures that we've seen. It is known as Thailand's chill cultural capital. It is where the city of temples are at. So you are going to see the thousands of temples there. It is affordable. It does have more of a cafe, mountainous lifestyle going on here. There are also great hospitals. Again, Chiang Mai Ram is one of those. I'm sure that there is a Bangkok hospital there as well. Pride season does kick off here with a huge community buy-in. Actually, Pride starts in the country in Chiang Mai in May. Some of the downsides, though, is this is also known as, it has what is known as the smoky season. In March and April, it can be, the air quality can be quite poor.
So if you already have breathing issues, this may not necessarily be the place that you retire to, or you just make sure you're not in the country not in Chiang Mai during those 2 months.
Right. As far as the LGBTQ vibe, it is friendly. It has a little bit more of a low-key scene here. There is a bar there called Ram Bar. There's also Night Bazaar, and as a growing drag culture in the area. Some of the perks, it is known for its universities, so there's a lot of youth culture going on there, a lot of creativeness. It is also known as a wellness area in the country, and as I mentioned, it does host the earliest Pride in the country. As far as cost of living, a 2-bedroom apartment is going to come in around $975 a month.
I've paid that since like the 90s.
Yeah, that is close to half of what the average is in the U.S. As far as overall cost of living, you're looking at around 48% lower than the U.S. average. And for this reason, comes in at number 1. We're giving it a Queer Money retirement rating of 9.5 out of 10 because of all of the great things that are going on here. You're just missing a beach, and so you can travel to the beach from
probably just take that train ride or a plane ride away. Mm-hmm. So Thailand scores high across the board for affordable rents, world-class healthcare, and now full marriage equality. Whether you want island vibes, big city energy, or a cultural chill, there is a Thai city for you. So definitely let us know in the comments which one of these cities resonates the most with you. If Thailand's calling your name, don't just daydream about it. Start running the numbers today. Use the Happy Gay Retirement Calculator to see how much you need to retire abroad and maybe in a country as beautiful as Thailand. For the Queer Money retirement rating card that continues to grow month after month, definitely go to queermoneypodcast.com/cities or click the link in your podcast player if you're listening on your podcast or your iPhone, or click the link in the description if you're watching on YouTube.
All right, coming up next week, we're going to be taking a look at the $6,000 annual boomer bonus that's going to last for the next 4 years.
Boner?
Boomer. bonus.
Okay.
That is something that's specific for folks who are over the age of 65. You're going to definitely want to pay attention to this. There are some great financial advantages for you coming in the next 4 years. After that, as John mentioned, we're headed to Italy.
Madonna's homeland.
We're going to check out not only the men, but also the cities that are great for retiring there. If you love this episode, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who also want to retire abroad. And until next time, stay fabulous. If culture and beaches are your thing, check out this video on Spain.